mistake on that. I almost grabbed 7. This is 7:30. That's what I was.
Okay, then I'll try.
And we're almost done with the comment for sure. Stop. You can declare on the model. And then when you're done, I want to reach
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Sakshavavanmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamakyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Dalita Shri Vishakhan Vidamsham Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Bhakta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya They'll find out. Go ahead.
No.
They'll find out. They can Google Guru. So, comes. Welcome all of you. It's a weekday, still you all have taken your time to come early today. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hari. What's your name? Hari, yeah.
The order.
Hare Krishna. Here, coming up with a new project, 45 acres of land, a beautiful new temple is going to come. This community has been growing over the years, and the Lord is very pleased with the attitude of the community. Then Lord decides to manifest, and He provides better facility for you to serve, even more than before. My spiritual master used to say, if you fill up the temple hall, then Lord will give you a bigger hall. If you fill up that hall, then He will give you a bigger temple, He will say. So you are all getting a very big facility now. This is one place where I have heard how you can have simultaneously both temple and farm together in one place, which is a very rare thing. Generally, the farm communities are far away from the city temples, and we have to arrange to commute 1 or 2 hours distance. But here you are going to have both facilities. You have retreat also at the same campus. So, Nani Krishna last time told me about it. And currently you are raising funds. So, because you are at this threshold of coming up with a temple, I thought I will share something interesting in that direction. When His Holiness Raghunath Maharaj came to Pune, before the new temple came up, he gave a very profound lecture. In that lecture, Maharaj was telling, the temple is not made of bricks and stones. The temple is made of devotees. And then he said, what makes the temple a magnetic place to attract more and more people to become sincere and serious devotees is the pre-collection between the members of the community. Rati, Pratigranati, Hemantati, Pujati, Bhumte, Bhojete, Shariram pre-collection. So, that is actually the juice in a community. When people see that individually everybody is performing very sincere and serious sadhana, or chanting the holy name and hearing the holy fame, chanting japa very carefully, attentively, and hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam promptly daily. Anyone who is doing this and doing the morning aartis, so they will become very serious about going back to God. And individually, that is how we increase our Bhakti Shakti. Our Bhakti Shakti is increased by performing Bhaktimaya activities under the internal potency, Shrimati Radharani. What is the meaning of being under the shelter of Radharani or being under the shelter of Durga Devi? In this world, all the living beings are kept under the shelter of Durga Devi. And Durga Devi has a Trishul. You all know what is Trishul, right? Trident. What does trident represent?
Threefold miseries.
Threefold miseries. Miseries from body and mind, miseries from other living entities, miseries from the devatas and natural calamities. So that is this material existence. Being under the shelter of Durga Devi means, engaging in activities within the fold of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Tamaguna, Rajaguna, Sattva. That means we are under the shelter of Durga Devi. And being under the shelter of Srimati Radharani or Antaranga Shakti means performing devotional activities, like rising early in the morning, attending the aartis, chanting the holy name, and attending the Srimad Bhagavatam class, and associating with devotees and rendering indoor and outdoor services, like deity worship, making jewelry for the deities, cooking for the deities, making garlands for the deities, and going out and distributing Prabhu's books, and distributing prasada, preaching, and all the cultivating people. In this way, all these are coming under the Antaranga Shakti, like the 64 principles given by Sri Rupa Goswami. So, every one of us have a choice from the time we rise early in the morning up to the time we go to sleep at night. What activities we want to choose to do in the day, by which we can put ourselves under Radharani shelter or Durga's shelter. What is the difference between the two? Srimati Radharani, you will see in our Pune, we have Radharani, one hand she is having a garland. You will see here in my one hand she has garlands to be given to Krishna. Another hand she has a bouquet to welcome you back to spiritual world. When you go for any meeting, they give you a bouquet, right? Bouquet is for welcoming the jivas back home, back to Godhead. And the flower garland is for whom? For offering to Krishna, isn't it? On the other hand, in Durga's hand, there is no flower bouquet, she has a trishul. Imagine you go for some meeting, they show a trishul on your face. What is the meaning of that? Durga is telling Bhagavatam Lord Chalo, quit this material world and go back home, back to Godhead. So in the material world, we don't have welcome. We are asked to quit. That's why Durga is showing a trishul. On the other hand, in spiritual world, there's a grand welcome for us. She is telling, here is a bouquet, please come. So Radharani is Jagan Tagatera Mata, he says. There's a famous verse, Ishanam Jagadosare Katapate Vishnu Param Preyasim Tat Pakshastal Nityavasa Rasikam Takshanti Samvardhinim Padmalan Kritavani Pallavayugam Padmasanastam Shriyam Vatsalyadi Gunojvalam Bhagavatim Vande Jagan Mataram Chi Vande Jagan Mataram. She's called as the Lakshmi or Sita or Radharani, they call it Jagan Mata. Vatsalyadi Guna. So she has a Vatsalya for all of us. She feels a motherly affection towards the jivas. And she has a devotional attraction for Krishna. So therefore she is always entering seva to Lord. And she wants to get the jivas back to Godhead. That is her interest. So, when all the members of a community become conducted by internal potency, they become like a iron rod put in fire. They become fiery. They become spiritualized. So the more we become spiritualized, to that degree, all the unwanted qualities will get washed away. And sublime qualities will predominate our personality. So let us see from this Gundicha Marjanam today, we will learn some lessons from this today. Pratame Kashi Mishre Prabhu Bolayla.
Pratame Kashi Mishre Prabhu Bolayla.
Paricha Patra Sarva Bhome Bolayanila.
Paricha Patra Sarva Bhome Bolayanila.
So Mahaprabhu, Rajita Mahaprabhu called Kashi Mishra and also the superintendent of the temple. And that's Acharya. He called these three people and he spoke to them one day. Tina jana paje Prabhu hasiya kahila.
Tina jana paje Prabhu hasiya kahila.
Gundicha Mandira Marjana seva maginila.
Gundicha Mandira Marjana seva maginila.
So in front of those three people, Acharya, Kashi Mishra and the superintendent of the temple, Parichapatra, in front of three of the Mahaprabhu told them, he begged them, do I have your permission to wash the Gundicha temple? Like that Mahaprabhu asked them. So when he sought the permission from them, this is Gundicha temple. This Gundicha temple is compared to Vrindavan. And the other temple where Lord Jagannath resides, that is called as, that is Nilachal, this is Sundarachal. Sundarachal is Vrindavan, and that is Nilachal is like Vaikuntha, where Lakshmi serves Narayana like that. So from there, Lord is going to come in the Rath procession to this temple. So therefore Mahaprabhu wanted to make it ready. Padicha kahe ami sab sevaka tumhara.
Padicha kahe ami sab sevaka tumhara.
Tumhara ichha se kartavya hamara.
Ye tumhara ichha se kartavya hamara.
The superintendent of the temple, they are like the trustees, correct, no? So when Mahaprabhu requested for seva, can I clean the Gundicha temple? Do you have your permission? He asked. They said, Ami sab sevaka tumhara. We all are your servants, my lord. Ye tumhara ichha se kartavya hamara. Whatever you will order us, we will fulfill your orders. No. How are we to permit you? You are Supreme Lord, you are supremely independent. Like that they said. See here, after the two sides, which side is humble? Mahaprabhu's side or the superintendent side? Both are humble. You can see that. So, this is the right mood in which Krishna manifests. Wherever amongst devotees this type of Trinada Visharichara dealings starts, Krishna becomes very pleased with that attitude. Immediately manifests in that place. Just like he says, Jatra Gayanti Madbhakta, Tatra Tishtami Narada. Aham Vasami Vaikunte Yoginam Hrideshwa. He says people generally search for my address at Vaikuntha. Or they think I am residing in the heart of yogis. That is true. I reside there, but those are not my important places. The most important place you can be fully confident that I will be present is the place where devotees come together and they perform the Sankirtana. And they perform Kirtan like Krishna Narari was singing so beautiful Narari Prabhu. It was coming from the depth of his heart, such an intense Kirtan. So Lord says, when devotees jointly perform Sankirtan of my holy names, I am immediately present there, Lord says. Similarly, that is about Kirtan. In the same manner, attitude of the devotees. Here Mahaprabhu is sannyasi, is a Yatishreshta, is Vijashreshta. And he is also a Supreme Personality of Godhead. So everybody worships him practically, but he is taking a humble role of seeking permission. That means when we come to the temple, we respect the temple leaders that they are taking a very great responsibility of running a big project, which is not very easy. One brahmachari in Pune told me, Prabhu, I have only one small locker. Once in a week he does this Mahacleaning of his locker. He says it becomes so difficult to manage one locker. I don't know how this manage the whole temple. He was telling. Because the temple community consists of all types of people. There are people who are new, there are people who are old, some are initiated, some are semi-initiated, different people have different services. One should approach the temple leaders in a humble mood. And temple leaders also should be eager to offer opportunity for the people to render service. That way, both should think that this temple belongs to Krishna. Vrindavan network, correct? No? Radha Vrindavan network belongs to them. So, in one of the temple they were installing deities, one temple. They were saying, all the leaders, we are going to read out the names. Please come to the stage and you have to offer abhishek to the deity. And other people, nobody else should come to stage. Only leaders are allowed, they were saying. But many were trying to sneak in because they wanted to do abhishek. Correct? So they were calling out of 40 names, they called 39 names. So one name got missed out. And that leader was sitting in the public. But he was silently sitting, let me see whether they call my name or not. And the leader said, if anybody's name is missed out, any leader, please come. We try to make our list as far as possible. In case the name is missed out, don't worry, please still come. The leader didn't turn up. Then next week when there was a meeting, the leader raised the protest that he was not called for Abhishek. They said, Prabhu, anybody who is missed out was also called. But how can they put others' names and my name? I am an insignificant person. So this is called bringing the false ego, right? No? So one should not bring in false ego. If you bring in false ego, the service will become polluted. There was one Mataji who went to her spiritual master and cried and said, Maharaj, that senior Mataji is not letting me cook. I want to cook for you, she is not letting me. And the Maharaj said, see, that senior lady is cooking last 15 years whenever I come to your temple. She knows well. So you assist her and then learn from her. Then after 1 or 2 years, she will give you the chance. And this Mataji said, no, Maharaj, I directly want to cook for you. I am asking her to quit the kitchen, she is not quitting. So Maharaj said, oh, that is why she is not quitting, your attitude is not good. So, you don't know how to cook and you want to cook by taking the whole charge in your hands. In this world, everybody wants a charge, to be in charge. So there is a kind of competition in this world. Sometimes for singing also, in the morning Mangalarati, sometimes somebody wants to sing. One boy was very eager to sing in the morning. So, but somebody else's name was put in the morning. So then I asked, what delight do you get in singing into the mic? Anyway, behind also you can sing. He said, but there's some special rasa in singing into mic. That is called as leading. See, everybody wants to lead, that can be competition. That cannot in this world. So that is where there is tussles within a community. So we want to lead or we want to follow. See, if you want to be a follower, is there competition? You go to kitchen and say, can you please allow me to cut some sabji? They will say, welcome, we are looking for somebody to cut something. Isn't it? Or you go and go to the Sankirtan department and say, sir, can I distribute some books? They will say, Prabhu, whenever we will deliver books to your house, tell us how many books you want. You can distribute books. But if you go and say, can I give Bhagavatam class? They will say, wait a minute, who are you? For leading service, they will ask you who are you, correct? But for all other simple services, you will get easy opportunity. So people want simple services or people want to lead in this world. That's the reason competition. Here you see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu want to clean the Gundicha temple. He can say, I am Lord Krishna who has come in the form of Lord Chaitanya and the mood of Srimati Radharani. And I am going to prepare the Gundicha temple for my Lord to come. Who is he to ask me? I don't need permission from anybody. That is not his mood. He is asking, you are all in charge of the temple, so please give me an opportunity to clean the temple, like that he is asking. Very amazing mood of Lord Chaitanya. And they are also reciprocating with his humble mood. Padita ka hai amisava sevaka tomar. तुम्हारा इच्छा से ये कर्तव्य हमार विशेष राजा राज्ञा है अच्छे हमारे प्रभु राज्ञा यही से ही शीघ्र करिवारे They said the king has given a special order for us to do whatever you order us. King has told us to fulfill it. Three of them said that. Who is the king? Pratapudra. There is another place. Pratapudра's attitude is very amazing. He is telling his servant, these three people, you know what he told them? When the Bengali Vaishnavas arrived here to Puri, he said, arrange for Swachanda Prasad, Swachanda Vas, he says. Arrange the prasadam as per their need, because North India, they generally eat roti and sabji. And Bengalis want rice. They don't like roti. So according to their taste, you should arrange menu, he told them. And Swachanda Vas means some of them may want to stay near Gambira, some of them want to stay near the temple. Depending on where they want to stay, Swachanda Vas. As per their desire, you should arrange accommodation. Like how many of you, when you go for yatra, you want accommodation close to the pandal? Any of you? You like accommodation close to the pandal? How many of you want little far away so there will be no noise? Anybody? Nobody here? Especially those having small babies, correct? No? So according to the need of the attendee of the yatra, if the organizers arrange accommodation, they will get a lot of blessings. Correct? Some organizers say, no, we already fixed your place. Wherever you are allotted, stay there. Don't ask for any change. Okay? So we should not only fulfill our duty fulfillment should be done in a way by which Vaishnavas will be pleased also. So our duty should be done with an effort to please Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. That's the duty of everybody. So later on, Pratapudra told them, whatever Lord Chaitanya desires, you fulfill it, he said. Then he went a little distance, came back and said, no, Ingita Pujiya. He said, whatever Mahaprabhu may even think in his mind to tell you, that also you fulfill, he said. Sometimes people hesitate to request. Correct, no? Like, after serving prasad, some people feel like having one more gulab jamun. Correct, no? But they are asking, is everything over? Prasad is over? Then you ask him, one more gulab jamun? Yes, they will say, correct, no? They feel hesitant to ask sometimes. So he thought Mahaprabhu may be hesitant to say something. So understanding his mind, he should fulfill it. Like that Pratapudra said. तुम्हारा योग्य सेवा नहीं मंदिर मार्जना
तुम्हारा योग्य सेवा नहीं मंदिर मार्जना
एक लीला कराए ये तुम्हारा मना
एक लीला कराए तुम्हारा मना.
Lord, this temple, washing this temple is not your service. We have thousands of servants to do that. This is not befitting you. You are our master and Lord. You should order us what we should do and we will do under you. But if you wish to perform a leela, then you can perform. It is up to you, if it is your desire. You see, actually when we when you are in a very high position, you don't have to do certain things, but if you do, it will touch the heart of people. I'll just show you. So, this is the Prime Minister of the country. So why should he do these simple activities? Like serving prasad, or rolling chapati, or cooking, or something like that. Such big people doing such activities, it sends a very powerful signal that, you can be in any big position, but unless you are ready to do menial services, you cannot touch the Lord's heart. So this touches even Lord's heart and also touches the heart of the common people also. Similarly, recently we had this Mahakumbha Mela and also this later on Jagannath Puri, we had a festival also. In both the times, one great personality, Adani, he sponsored Prasad. See, first Mahakumbha, he just sponsored Prasad. But the next time he came to Jagannath Puri, that Gaurangpur and all other team members took him to the kitchen and showed everything. So he also was stirring, helping in cooking, and he was serving personally. That touched the heart of many rich people because he's a very big multi-billionaire. So when a big billionaire is doing menial activities, he doesn't have to do, nor is he paid for it. He's not an employee, he's not a cook or somebody. But why is he doing that? Because he goes on to teach the world that Lord is a very great person. And one should understand what the Lord. So Prataprudra also swept the floor in front of Jagannath's car. And that is called Tuchya Seva, menial service, which really touched the heart of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya looked at him, immediately decided to give him mercy. In the same manner, here you find, Lord doesn't have to cleanse the temple. Lord is actually supreme enjoyer, Bhoktaram, but he is becoming a devotee to teach you and me that how wonderful it is to be a devotee. Even Lord wants to taste the joy of a devotee by doing menial services. So, when we come to the temple, we should forget our upadhis, our designations. Here is Prime Minister of India, I showed you. He has forgotten his upadhi as a Prime Minister. One time somebody asked him that, what goes on in your mind about your post? He said, I see my post as an opportunity to serve the people of this nation. Otherwise, I don't feel anything special about this, he said. Similarly, whatever service is given to us, we should do without too much bothering about our material identification in the society. Somebody may be highly educated, somebody may be a very big fan following one may have. One should be very utterly simple. Mahaprabhu is himself teaching. That's why they are saying that, my dear Lord, washing the temple is not service befitting you. Unless you wish to do so, it's to be accepted as one of your pastimes. It's your leela. किंतु घट समर्जनी बहुत चाहिए आज्ञा देह आज सब रिहानी दिए tell us how many water pots and brooms you need. I can immediately come and supply you. Like that the superintendent said. So, as soon as the superintendent understood the desire of the Lord, he delivered how many? 100 new water pots and 100 brooms for sweeping the temple. Next day morning, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up into the bath and then he took his personal associates with him. And then it is said with his own hand he smeared the chandan on the forehead and forehead of the devotees personally. Aradine pravate layani jagana.
Aradine pravate layani jagana.
Srihaste savarange lepila chandana.
Srihaste savarange lepila chandana.
Srihaste dila savare ek marjani.
Srihaste dila savare ek marjani.
Laya prabhu chalila apani.
Sabaganalana prabhu chapila apani.
Everybody got a broom in their hands. Mahaprabhu gave it and then he also took a broom in his own hand and then he led all of them like an engine leading the bogies in a train. He led in the front and they followed him. And they all went with the broomstick. They go and sweep the Gundicha temple. From this what we learn, like in a temple sometimes we do this Maha cleaning. The cleaning department head comes and says, all of the bros, Mataji's come, we are going to clean the whole temple. And then he tells everybody, announces, and he is missing. Then what will happen? Engine is not there, how will the bogies go ahead? So one has to set an example oneself. So Mahaprabhu himself is taking a broomstick and going ahead and telling everybody, follow me. That's one thing we can understand. Another thing, the service that we do, this is not like the work in the outside world. It's a divine service. Like in the outside world, you all go to company. You didn't fall in love with the boss, so you are serving the company. Company pays you salary. When salary stops, service stops. Whereas this service, what you do for the Lord, this is done without any payment. It is done for the pleasure of Guru, Srila Prabhupada, and Krishna. And nothing in return we expect except that the blessings come upon us, the mercy come on us. So it's a divine type of service. That's why he applied chandan on their forehead. Because he treated every devotee with respect by offering them chandan on their foreheads and then himself taking a broom and he gave them a broom. There's one verse, 3:15-21. You can read that at your leisure. Shri Rupini Kwanayati Charana Arvindam Leelam Pujena Harisat Manimukta Dosha Samrakshate Swadika Pudne Upeta Hirni Samvajati Vayadanu Grahane Nayatnaha. This verse says, in the spiritual world, Goddess of Fortune Lakshmi, she is wearing a very costly saree, many golden bangles and golden nose ring and earring. She has a mukut. She has a nupur in her feet. It's making sound. Pranayati. Charana Arvindam. Her lotus feet when it is walking, making that kind of sound. And not that she looks like a rich girl, she is the source of all riches. Correct, no? She is Lakshmi herself. She gives riches to all the worlds. So, in one hand she is twirling a lotus, like this. In the other hand, there is a broomstick, it is said. Now, it's a very great contradiction because how can she have lotus in one hand? She is a rich woman, naturally is playing with the lotus. But why should she carry a broomstick? Because generally rich people, rich women in India, we have seen they have one servant maid for washing clothes, one for washing pots, isn't it? They can afford to have a dozen servant maids, isn't it? Why is she doing? It is said she is doing it to see a smile on the face of Vishnu. So although the floor of Vaikuntha is like mirror, shining, even she is rendering seva. Which means from top to bottom everybody should be eager for rendering service because then Lakshmi is doing service. King Pratapudra is doing service. Lord Chaitanya is doing service. So nobody should consider any service to be, insignificant. In Pune, there is a college, VIT college, there is a director of the college. Wonderful devotee, Rasavira Prabhu. So he is a very big counselor. He has got 60-70 families under him. So Sunday he has been coming and washing the juta plates, the eaten plates by the devotees. He will roll up his sleeves and he will personally wash and all his counsellors will wash. Now somebody was shocked to know that he is a director of a college. Director of college, what a big position it is. But he does a menial service. So naturally, large attention immediately comes on such people who are eager for seva. Gundicha Mandire Gela Karite Marjana.
Gundicha Mandire Gela Karite Marjana.
Marjanilaya Karila Shodana.
Pratame Marjanilaya Karila Shodana.
First you should not throw the water. First what you should do? Remove the dust first. So first they started sweeping first. So Mahaprabhu and all other devotees, they all started sweeping. So inside, outside, everybody. First Mahaprabhu told them, clean the ceiling first. They cleanse the ceiling. You know there is a long stick with a bushy broom, you've seen that? They cleanse it. Then the walls, then the ground, he said. Why? If you clean the ground first, and then do what will happen? Everything will fall. So krama that will come later. According to krama one should do. One should first finish the top and then the wall and then the door and then throw all the dust out. That's what they did. Yeah. Yeah. So all the buildings, big and small, they cleansed and swept all the area. And in this way, how many devotees engaged there? Hundreds of devotees are engaged there. In cleansing all around the Gundicha temple. Mahaprabhu was personally carrying out the operation to instruct others. He was also doing and he was watching others. Apane Shodhena Prabhu, Shikana Sabhari. He was personally instructing them what to do. So there are 22 lessons. Some of the lessons we are going to see today from this. You could see here. First is Premollase Shodhena Layana Krishna Nam.
Premollase Shodhena Layana Krishna Nam.
Bhaktagana Krishna kahe kare nija kaam.
Bhaktagana Krishna kahe kare nija kaam.
See how we should do the service. Premollase Shodhena. One should be enthusiastic in doing the service. One should not do grudging devotional service. Sometimes devotees say, Prabhu, try this dozen devotees. No one else is available. At last you come to me. Some people say like that. So, at last if you go to the devotee, he will say, oh, you couldn't get anybody. Okay, I will do it. Okay. But one should be enthusiastic. No? Just as we are enthusiastic to eat a festival prasad. Like that we should be enthusiastic first. Then doing service also. Escaping service means escaping mercy. Some people think, I will slip out. Actually, by slipping out, you lose the mercy. So, one should do it very enthusiastically. Sometimes the person has already done his weekly service and then one more service comes up. So he may say, Prabhu, my quota is over. Today I am not in the schedule. Somebody says like that. Yes, you are not in schedule, but no, other devotee is sick or something. Can you please do it? We ask them. So, one should be enthusiastic because Lord is in our heart and is watching with what enthusiasm we are entering service. God will be watching it. Are we grudging, grumbling, or we are doing happily? Yeah. Not only that, Layana Krishna Nam. In our Pune, in our kitchen, there is one boy who serves in the kitchen. While making this chapati rolling, all the while he will be singing beautifully. Sometimes an hour or two also. Very blessed devotee. Because that it just comes from the heart. Nobody told him to sing, but every day he would be singing. But as a kind of routine, we have seen in some temples, like I have seen in Bombay also, Mataji will be sitting in one circle and cutting sabji, and one Mataji will be leading singing. Others will also sing behind. Similarly, Prabhujis are sitting in one circle and they are rolling some chapatis, and one lady was singing, others will be singing also. But that's how I've seen in the early days. But gradually, sometimes the singing was not there. Only the service was going on because a lot of noise would come while cutting sabji. Noise would come. But then, in the same manner, we had this garland making also. They would be singing. But sometimes garland making goes on to 6 hours also. 5 or 6 hours also. They can't sing all the while. Then we put on a lecture to go on. Sometimes the lecture is not put on. Then people start talking amongst one another. And that is where the quarrel starts. You said this, no, I didn't say that, you misunderstood me and this and that. But once lecture is going on, there is no possibility of misunderstanding. Prabhupada says, as long as you are sitting in Bhagavatam class, till that time you are liberated, Prabhupada says. As soon as the class starts, then we come to a conditioned stage. So, two things are said. Perform services enthusiastically, and while performing service, all the while chant the holy name. If you cannot chant the holy name, you can put the holy name in the background, singing. Some people put on a kirtan. I have seen some people cooking their homes. They put on a kirtan and they, sing. That's also perfect. Bhaktagana, Krishna ka hai, kare nija ka. The bhaktas are all chanting the holy name by doing their respective duties. धूलि दूसर तनु देखिते शोभना कहाँ कहाँ अश्रुजले करे समार्जना See, धूलि दूसर तनु, Mahaprabhu's body was decorated with the dhuli, means dust. While sleeping, when you are sleeping, the dust cloud rises, it settles in your body. That is why Krishna is called as Panduranga. Panduranga means white. Why Krishna looks white? Because when the dust cloud of the hooves of the cows is raised, that settles on Krishna's face, so it's called as Panduranga. And Dekite Shobhana, he says. It was appearing very attractive, transcendently beautiful. Why so? Because, you see, when Mother Yashoda was trying to bind Krishna, at that time, Krishna looked at Mother Yashoda. There's a verse which says, Sumadusrinagatraya vistrasta kavarasraja drishtva parishramam Krishna kripayasit subandhane. There are 4 reasons said why Krishna agreed to get bound. One is, when Yashoda was binding him from morning to evening, she couldn't bind him. Generally, when you cannot do an activity, what happens to us? Either you become angry or you become depressed. You become depressed in Tamoguna, you become angry in Rajaguna. Whereas, Yashoda was all the while smiling. It said, it is said, and there is a previous verse I tell you. Gopina susmayantina smayantim vismita abhavat, it is said. All the gopis were smiling at Yashoda and said, your Kana is not going to be born today. It is not written in his fate, it seems. Better go to kitchen and do your work, Yashoda, don't waste time, they were saying. So they were smiling and she was also smiling, they said, while trying to bind Krishna. So if you have this attitude while making any effort, Lord becomes pleased with you. You are not angry, you are not depressed. Even when things don't go your way, be curious, be in a state of wonderment, and do the service in a cheerful mood. Okay? That's first one. Second one, Swamatu. He says, Swamatu means Yashoda considered Krishna her own son, with great affection. She treated him. So when we should perform services with great affection for the deities, affection for the Lord. Like in London, there is a mother who makes, my grandmother was telling, she makes this round cake. In that, sometimes she puts peacock feather. She makes it. Sometimes she makes a fruit. But after the offering is over for Radha Landaneshwar, when it comes out, most devotees will give them the cake in the hand, immediately put in the mouth. Nobody sees those designs. But my Guru Maharaj was telling that one personality has seen that design. He said, who is it? Krishna. Krishna will notice it because paying attention to details is a sign of love. So he was telling that. So in this way, Yashoda very lovingly was trying to bind him. Secondly. Third, it is said, Vistrasa Kavarasata means, like sometimes you all have experience of this. You do your work by forgetting the lunch box and throwing away your watch, we say, no? You have experience of that? Sometimes you are supposed to take lunch at 1. You were so busy in work, you looked at the clock, it became 5. Hey, I forgot to take my lunch, you said. Like the Yashoda was binding, she forgot all of that, her other work. And fourthly, it is said that her perspiration drops on her face and cheeks. So when Krishna looked at his mother, her hair was disheveled, perspiration drops were there, and she was anxious to bind him. Krishna felt pity for his mother and agreed to get Swabandhana, means he agreed to get bound himself from. Otherwise nobody can bind it. Similarly, here also Dhuli Dusra, it is said. There were dust particles on Mahaprabhu's face and body. It was very attractive. Not only that, kaha kaha ashujale kare samadhana. While, cleaning this Gundicha temple, not only they threw water and cleansed it, Mahaprabhu, you see, is especially cleaning the Simhasan, you see. Jagannath is going to say, if tears are falling from his eyes, those are tears of love. Huh? That means he wholeheartedly engaged in that service, not for the sake of duty. Sometimes we do Mahacleaning. Mahacleaning, those who are doing Mahacleaning, sometimes they give a pose with the jadu. Please take a photo quickly. They pose for the photo and they go away. Is it a posing? Or I am washing pots, or I am serving, or I am posing with the jadu. Krishna knows, he is in our heart. He knows who is posing and who is serving. Correct? Those who are actually serving, they don't even know that photo is being taken. Correct? No? So, putting our heart means shedding tears of love, you see. And then, here it said, first you see, the Bhoga Mandir was cleansed, and the yard was cleansed, and residential quarters, one after another, systematically. That means no place should be missed out. It was done like that. That means thorough job should be done. In any service we do, the job should be systematically done without missing out any important place. And then he's saying, see how Mahaprabhu collected the dust. Trinadole jinkura sava ekatra kariya. Mahirvase laya velaya bahira kariya. Mahirvase lasa velaya bahira kariya. Mahaprabhu collected all the dust in his own upper garment, which is like Rangavastra. And then he threw it. Looking at him doing this, all the other Vaishnavas also did the same thing. They took their Angavastra and collected all the dust and put it. Now what is the meaning of this? You see, your Angavastra is your own cloth. You may think, why to make it dusty? Correct, no? One cannot do that. Like once this Krishna Chandra Prabhu was in Belgaum with the 3-4 of his colleagues, and they were all in coat suit, bow tie and everything. His Mafatla fabrics owner. When he saw Ranath Maharaj was coming, he got out of the car, was walking on the opposite side in Belgaum, so he saw. And there was a program in Belgaum temple. As soon as he saw him, immediately he fell on the ground. So all the other colleagues were like shocked. They thought, hey, your coat will get dirty on the ground, dust will catch your dirt. But he didn't mind it because he's seeing his spiritual master, and then he forgot the externals, correct? No? So in the same manner, when we offer service with love, like a mother, you can see if a child comes running to the mother and the child fell to the ground, mother will take her own sari and cleanse the body of the dress and the body of the child without minding her own new sari or something. Like that, Mahaprabhu taking the rest and taking on the Angavastra is like that. Putting heart and serving. Others also followed that. Ei mata bhakta gana kari nija vase. Ei mata bhakta gana kari nija vase. Trina dhuli bahira pelaya paramaharishe. Trina dhuli bahira pelaya paramaharishe. They all in great jubilation, they all picked up the dust and they threw it outside and came. They went out far away and threw and came, because if you put it just outside, it will come flying inside. Again. So they all followed what Mahaprabhu did. Prabhu kahe ke kata kariya cha samarjana. Prabhu kahe ke kata kariya cha samarjana. Dhuli dekhi le jani parishrama. Dhuli dekhi le jani parishrama. Mahaprabhu said, my dear devotees, after you all have completed your cleansing the dust, I am going to check how much dust you all have collected. Everybody should keep your heap of dust separately so that I can examine it, Mahaprabhu said. The most amazing thing is, after everybody collected the dust, they were all in small mounds. But Mahaprabhu's mound was bigger than all of them put together. That much he had done. You see, even though all the devotees have dirt in one pile, the dirt collected by Mahaprabhu was much greater. That means he did a thorough job, Mahaprabhu did. After the inside of the temple was cleansed, Mahaprabhu allotted areas for the devotees to cleanse. Further areas he allotted. So the allotting means what? Like, everybody should play their role. Like you are coming up with the new temple. Somebody has to do the PR, for example, public relations. Somebody has to do the fundraising. Somebody has to preach and bring people to the temple. Somebody has to take care of construction. Somebody has to take care of social media, correct? Huh? So everybody has their role to play. Just like in a car, there are 2,000 parts in a car. And all the parts have to be assembled at the right places. Then the car can move very smoothly. Correct? Huh? So when the new temple project comes up, how? When everybody plays their role peacefully. Imagine one wheel of the car says, I won't come, it goes away. And three wheels, how will they run the car? Isn't it? So we should not be trouble creators. We should be problem solvers. Correct? When we are in a community. So we should play our role in the team. Huh? A team, we just say Prabhupada said the story of a bundle of sticks, Bundle of sticks cannot be broken. But if you take out the sticks one by one, easily it can be broken. Sukshma doli trina kankara savakara hadura alamate shodhana karaha prabhura antapura. So, Mahaprabhu not only told them to cleanse the gross dirt, but also fine dust also. Sometimes in the corners you find fine dust, correct? No? That also correct and thoroughly remove that. He said. So Mahaprabhu was very pleased when they did it for the second time. And then, now 100 men, they brought the water pots now. Now the next step is to throw water, isn't it? आरसत जन शत घटे जल भरी
आरसत जन शत घटे जल भरी
प्रथमे इलयाचे काल अपेक्षा करी
प्रथमे इलयाचे काल अपेक्षा हरि.
You see, when they brought the water, they did not throw the water. They were all holding the water pot, waiting for the order of Sri Mahaprabhu. Just like in Yatra, Gauranga used to say, when all the, prasadam items are brought, correct? One by one they bring the buckets for serving. Sometimes the serving person is too enthusiastic. He says, Prabhu, can we start now? He says, Prabhu says, wait a minute, let all the items come. Make sure that everybody has come. Servers are also ready and people should stand in a queue. So we should wait for the order of the kitchen department to ask us to serve. Whoever is made in charge, we should follow. That's important. Like in India, we have traffic policeman. When he shows hand like this, he may be drawing just 10,000 rupees or something. But even a millionaire's car will stop, correct? No? Millionaire doesn't say, hey, who are you to stop me? He can't say that. Because he represents the government. Correct? No? When he's showing the hand. Similarly, when we are serving, when we come to the temple to serve, some junior devotee may be put in a position where he may tell a senior devotee not to start serving. It can happen or not?
Yes.
Can senior devotee say, I am a senior devotee, I am there for 20 years, you are telling me and I can't do it? We should not bring our seniority, we should follow. Everybody should follow. Whoever is made in charge for a particular department, you should follow them. Like one time, they had this screening device at the entrance in Chokai temple on a festival day. So, there also, this Krishna was coming at the entrance. And the watchman didn't know who he is. They told him to come through that and then they were checking. One brahmachari became very upset. He told the watchman, hey, do you know who this is? He is practically running the temple. He's giving so much donations and everything. But Krishna said, I am very happy that they are testing me also. So thorough should be our system of allowing newcomers, allowing people. So he was not the least upset. He said, whatever is rule for all should be rule for me also. I don't need any kind of exception, he said. So the idea is, whoever is made in charge, junior devotee, senior devotee, whoever it is, we should respect their role that they are playing. Here also Mahaprabhu, they are waiting. Not that they are suddenly starting the service. Jalana Baliyave Mahaprabhu Kahila.
Jalana Baliyave Mahaprabhu Kahila.
Praveshata Gata Ani Prabhu Age Dila.
Praveshata Gata Ani Prabhu Age Dila.
Mahaprabhu is ordering, Jalana, bring the water now. Mahaprabhu said, immediately everybody went with their water pots and gave it to Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu told them, now you can throw the water now. Like that. So Mahaprabhu first washed the main temple. Then the ceiling, the walls and the floor. See, that's what I was telling you. And then the sitting place, Simhasana, where Jagannath is going to sit. All those places he cleansed. Yeah. And they all followed. What Mahaprabhu did, they followed the same thing. They did that. Shri Haste Karena Simhasanena Marjana Prabhu Agi Jalani Deya Bhattagana. See, the leaders have to delegate services to others, but they should not delegate very vital services. Even in the leader thinks the service is very difficult. Can you delegate it? If it is difficult for you, for them, how it will be easy? It's like keeping a big coconut on the head of a sparrow. Sparrow will become chutney. So, big service should not be delegated. Big service should be done by the seniors. Correct? One time Prabhupada was having Vyas Puja. Some young devotee was about to start the Guru Puja for Prabhupada. Prabhupada, where is Tamat? He asked. Prabhupada is cooking for you, he said. Or calling here, he said. See, today is Vyas Puja, you are the senior-most man here. You should actually offer the worship, he said. And then he offered worship to Prabhupada. Someone else went to cook. So in the same manner, Mahaprabhu thought that the place where Devanal Pradesudra are going to sit, the Simhasan, that he himself took up cleaning. See the picture. Who is cleaning that? Not himself. Other services he delegated. In one yatra, where devotees are gone, the leader, he wanted to give lecture and talk. So he gave the bag, which was having some 2 lakh rupees. He gave it to one young devotee. Keep this money. Actually, they took cash because many places you need to pay cash in those days. He took cash 2 lakh rupees in a simple bag. So after he finished his lecture, he asked the devotee, please give me my bag I gave you. Because I left in the bus. He left the 2 lakh rupees in the bus and came. And driver, conductor, sir, they will take it and run away. Fortunately, the money was there. So later on, the leader realized, my Lord, I did a big mistake. He told the devotee to run now immediately. Go and check whether the bag is there. And the bag was there, fortunately. And later on, the leader didn't give it to anybody. He kept it with him all the while. So what do we learn from this? Certain things are very vital services and we cannot compromise by delegating to others. We ourselves have to do it. Bhaktagana kare griha madhya prakshadana.
Bhaktagana kare griha madhya prakshadana.
Nija nija haste kare mandira marjana.
Nija nija haste kare mandira marjana.
Now Mahaprabhu threw water on the Simhasan and they all threw water on different places. Different parts. Eha jalani deya Mahaprabhu rakare. Eha jala deya tara charana upare.
Eha jala deya tara charana upare.
See, here you see one fellow is putting water on Mahaprabhu's feet. You have seen that behind? So, in this way, somebody was saying, hey, you are putting water on Mahaprabhu's feet. If you get some water, give me also. So the service should be done with fun and joy. One should do the service morosely. So this goes on. I wanted to cover some important things. This I told you. He used his own clothes to clean. Not only he took the dust and dropped outside and cleaned, he used the same upper garment to cleanse also. Mahaprabhu put it on the ground and he was washing the throne with his own cloth, upper cloth. Like he was doing. Yeah. Shatagate jale haila mandira marjana.
Shatagate jale haila mandira marjana.
Yena nijamana.
Mandira sodiya kaila yena nijamana.
See, when you clean the temple looked completely clean. That also cleanses the mind of the devotees. The minds of the devotees are also as clean as the rooms, he says. How is the connection that you externally clean something? Actually, when you are cleaning the temple with a devotional attitude, that cleanses the heart. Like Mother Mohan Malavi once came to Bhaksan Thakur with some questions. Meanwhile, some pujari wanted some seva, and Bhaksan Thakur sent this vice chancellor of BH Varanasi. He sent him with him. And that's why that pujari gave him service to wash the pots, deity pots. After washing deity pots, all his questions became answered. They got clear. Which means the doubts are like rice particles or dal particles sticking on the ground. But if you throw water and you clean it, just as the clean room looks very nice, minds of the devotees also became cleansed. You see, when the temple was cleansed, it was purified, cool and pleasing, just as Lord's own pure mind had appeared. शत शत जन जल भरे सरोवरे
शत शत जन जल भरे सरोवरे
घाटे स्थान नाही केह कूपे जल भरे
घाटे स्थान नाही केह कूपे जल भरे.
See, since hundreds of men were engaged in bringing water from the Narendra Sarovar, there was no place to stand on the banks. It was so crowded. Because hundreds of pots were putting the water and taking. Consequently, someone began to draw water from a nearby well, which means sometimes while rendering service, some adjustments have to be done. Things may not go exactly as we planned. So we have to cooperate without creating commotion. Sometimes people push one another, and they try to push others and then take one's water pot. Then that creates some kind of problem. Like in Tulsi Aarti, when you're going around, we generally prefer coming in a queue one by one and what. Some people put a hand in between like this. What are there for the style of hand? One should cooperate. If a system is made, cooperate with the system. Don't try to intrude or interfere. Correct now? Isn't it? And also, this adjustment could be done because there was a well nearby. They didn't think that we should only take water from the Sarovar, we can also take from here. So they cooperated with one another. Purna Kumbhalaya aise Shata Bhakta Gana
Purna Kumbhalana aise Shata Bhakta Gana
Shunya Gatalaya Arashata Jana.
Sunya Gadalanaya Arasata Jana.
This is also another type of cooperation. See, there was a human chain from Narendra Sarovar to Gundicha temple, and there was another human chain from Gundicha temple to Narendra Sarovar for giving the empty pots. So one human chain was giving the filled up pots, another one was giving away empty pots. So here also they cooperated. Imagine you are put in the empty pot line. You may think, what will you use when giving out empty pots? This is not service, it's just giving empty pot. I would like to stand on the side of fill the water pots. If everybody want to do that, then who will send the empty pots back? So whatever service is given to us, we should be willing to do. That's the whole point. That's cooperation. Like you see, in the Samudramanthan Leela, Lord put Devatas on one side, Asuras on the other side. Correct, no? Devatas have given the mouth of Vasuki, the snake, and Asuras have given the tail side. And then when Samudramanthan started, suddenly one Asura created commotion. He said, Ahir Puchama Mangalam, he said. Hey, the tail side of the snake is Amangalam, inauspicious. We have been cheated. They have given us background service. They will come on the stage and we have to do background service. Like that they were saying. So we boycott now. We are not coming for this project, they were saying. Then Lord Vishnu asked the Devatas, are you guys ready to go to the other side? Devatas said, my dear Lord, we will do whatever you say. If you say cat's tail, we'll catch tail. Cat's head, we'll catch head side. If you say stay, we will stay. If you say go away, we'll go away. We are whose servant? Your servant. Vishnu was very happy. He said, okay, go to the other side. They all went. Then Asuras came to this side. When they started that, suddenly Vasuki got vomit. Started emanating smoke. That time Asuras jumped up and it was hot smoke also. So one Asura shouted at the other, "Arey fool, why did you ask for the mouth side?" And Asura said, "Why are you calling me a fool? You are a greater fool because you obeyed me." Don't blame me, you guys agreed to come this time. You should have directed me before. There was again 5 days, again we reject the project and go away, they were saying. Vishnu said, wait a minute, don't quit, no matter what difficulty. Then he put Vasuki to sleep. Then there was no more. The point is what? See, many of us like limelight service, but the limelight service, those who do, that's a hot seat. Many people will put gun on you. It's not very easy to be a leader in this world. Because many people become envious also, if you are leading. Many people put, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, I saw that, this fellow is the cause of all the problem. Everybody will put like that when you take a limelight service. But a devotee who can take any service, background service or forefront service, that devotee is the most peaceful devotee. He is ready for anything. He doesn't want to be noticed, but he wants to get opportunity for service. Just like that small squirrel. He thought that Lord Rama wants to go to Lanka and all are doing big service, and I am such a tiny creature. What can I do? I will also put some stones. Did he think that is somebody taking my photograph? Squirrel? Is there somebody noticing me or not? Do you think he thought about it? He never thought about it. He never even knew that Lord Rama is going to take notice. He wanted to. That's why it is an aspect to do good, you will end up becoming great. It is said. But most people nowadays aspect become great. And they don't do any good. So, in this way, there is any service available, they would be ready to do. Nityananda Advaita Swarupa Bharati Puri Iha Vinwara Sabha Anijala Bhari. Nityananda was 12 years older than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Advaita is still older. So all these personalities are old personalities. Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita, Soladama, Brahmanabhati, Brahmananda Puri. These people were given exception in this service. They were also present there watching with great delight the service being rendered. But they cannot run around with their old bodies. So they were not expected to participate. But everybody else was participating. Why this is said, sometimes people blame so-and-so senior is not doing this physical service. I am rendering, I am very great. Okay, we may be doing a physical service which they may not be able to do. But one shouldn't quote that they are not doing. One example, let us give an example. When Prabhupada went to the Matha of His Holiness Bhakti Rakshakshidhar Maharaj, So, night Prabhupada met him, and then he stayed there overnight, and the next day morning, both Swamis, our Prabhupada and Bhakti Rakshakshidhar Maharaj, they are god brothers. Bhakti Rakshakshidhar Maharaj, he was very dear to Bhakti Thakur also. He had a knee arthritis. So he cannot walk very easily. But he and our Prabhupada, they both sat in a rickshaw. When the Harinam Sankirtan went in the marketplace, at 7 o'clock or so, they all went. So these two personalities were sitting in rickshaw and beholding the beauty of Harinam Sankirtan. See, this goes to show, although physically they were not so valid, not so strong enough to go, their heart was going with Harinam Sankirtan. They went and watched. Similarly, these great personalities are present. Which means one shouldn't finger point them and say that they are not doing, so I also want to. One shouldn't say that. All other brahmacharis went on and they danced and sang. Similarly, everybody else was asked to take part in the service. Ghate ghate theki kata, ghata bhangi gela. Shaka shaka ghata loka taha laya aila. Shaka shaka ghata loka taha laya aila. See, when some fellows are very fast in entering service, like you fill up water, very quickly he will do. And the other fellow will be a little slow. By the time that fellow gives this away slowly, this part will hit that part, and both parts will break. Sometimes it happens. Amongst devotees, you see some devotees are a bit slow devotees. What did you say? Other devotee, he is not even in front of you because I earlier understood and gone away. You have seen that? Some are very quick to understand, some are very slow. So, in case, because of that, some mistake happens. Kata kata teki kata kata mani. See, when the pots break, the hearts should not break. One should be careful. Like once, the husband asked his wife for a glass of water. She brought a glass of water. She was giving. The problem is both are on mobile. Wife is on her mobile and husband is on his mobile. And she gave it, and that fellow didn't catch it. So it fell to the ground. And both of them cut the phone and started quarreling. He told her that, why did you drop it and break the glass? She said, I was giving you, you didn't catch it, it's your problem. And it's a 2 rupees glass and they're fighting for 2 hours. And they are making each other's heart very hard. It's not a costly thing. Isn't it? So Because if hearts break, it's very difficult to repair. Correct, no? One should be very careful. While rendering service, there will be some losses. Agree? Will it happen or not? Correct, no? Once Gautam Prabhu asked Maharaj in a Bhagavatam class, Sunday morning, because Saturday evening there was one big festival in the temple there, Bombay. So he was making dal for that festival. Suddenly somebody came with mobile and said, oh, you got a call. So he took the mobile like this and went and stopped near the door and attending the call. Meanwhile, another devotee put chonk in the dal. See, you all know chonk putting, it requires some intelligence. Right? If the mustard seed is overly burnt, it becomes blackish. Then all the dal will be burnt. But the mustard seed is not sufficiently, it's not exploded. Right? Then it will be, it will be round, and when you are putting in the mouth, oil will come in your mouth. Either way it is bad. Right? So this fellow, somehow he committed a mistake and the dal didn't come out well. And all the people who are in the queue taking prasad, they were eating, they caught Gautam को, क्या गौरव को अब तो बढ़िया बनाते थे दाल, ऐसा बना दिया ऐसा करते हो कि आपसे how you committed a mistake? You always, your prasad is extraordinary. Whole world appreciates it. How did you make a mistake? Gautam really got very upset. He thought the guy, what did he do? And that devotee got frightened. He was a young devotee. Next day morning, Gautam asked a question in Bhagavatam class to Maharaj. Maharaj, sometimes, somebody commits a mistake and when we scold them, they become too frightened with us. Then what should we do? Is it aparad? He asked. Maharaj said, no, it's not an aparad. Just say sorry to them, over. He said, don't get so frightened. I just want to see that. You tell him that next time don't do it. Right now. See, I am there, I will come and put the chop. It's last very, very vital thing. It's a climax thing, So, next time don't do it, you correct him. In case he got a little extra frightened, he gave a pat on the back, maybe give one phone and pass it. So, don't make a hole in the mountain. Correct, no? That's what he's saying. Although the pots collided and broke, they didn't make a big issue about it, you see. Alright. जल भरे घर धोया करे हरि ध्वनि कृष्ण हरि ध्वनि बिना आर नहीं सुनी कृष्ण हरि ध्वनि बिना आर नहीं सुनी. You see, some people are filling the pots and others were washing the rooms, but everyone was engaged in chanting the holy name of Krishna and Hari. See, this is a very important thing because in our devotional path, there are no hard and fast rules. Correct, no? We say that. Tatra pita niyamita. In the other path, there are a lot of rigid rules, regulations and all. But in our Krishna conscious path, you will see, we wake up in the morning chanting the holy name. We go to bed at night chanting the holy name. If some special guest comes, we chant the holy name and welcome them. Correct, no? If some special guest goes off, we chant the holy name and send them off. Somebody has died, we sing the holy name. Somebody getting married, we sing the holy name. We are taking prasad, chant the holy name. That means every activity we do, we have to connect it with the holy name. That means you are a devotee. That's the meaning of a devotee. Devotee should not forget this. Actually, the early days, I remember, when they put everybody in a row, you will sit and serve the prasad, and then with folded palms. Mahaprasad, they will recite full prayer and then clap hands, Hare Krishna, and then we will take. Gradually become senior. Senior means nobody chants Mahaprasad. You will take your Mahaprasad, go on. Or eating Mahaprasad. Mahaprasad ki jai. So similarly, even sometimes they don't offer also sometimes. Vishnu. So we want to do things fast, but if we cut down the holy name while doing our activities, gradually, that means the devotional component will become compromised. Correct? Huh? We should always chant the holy name. Here you see, when they were all doing the service, Krishna Hari Dhvani was coming. Always. No Prajalpa. Because when you chant the holy name, simultaneously you cannot do Prajalpa. Otherwise there will be Prajalpa. You just stop with that. Like you have to stand in a queue somewhere. We should always have something with us, like a small Bhagavatam volume with us, or some shloka card with us. Immediately ask some hearing device with us. Quickly, I heard that Vishnu Swami and others, there was some Radhakund Prabhu disciple, was telling, as soon as they would board the van to go for book distribution, immediately one devotee would open the Krishna book and read it. Others would hear it. They didn't waste a moment, he says. So keeping in touch with Krishna. Krishna Krishna kahi kare gatera prarthana.
Krishna Krishna kahi kare gatera prarthana.
Krishna Krishna kahi kare gata samarpana.
Krishna Krishna kahi kare gata samarpana.
See, if somebody wants part of what he will say, Krishna Krishna he would say, and that fellow will say Krishna Krishna and give him the part. In our society, ISKCON society, Prabhupada right from day one he taught us to say Hare Krishna. Correct, no? Anything you want to connect with anybody, you say Hare Krishna, you say, correct? New people you meet, what do you say? Hare Krishna. Welcome. So, in this way, calling the names of the Lord in all the activities, while entering service, they were all doing that. Yeah. Same point is mentioned here. Whenever anyone had to speak, he did so by uttering the holy name of Krishna. Consequently, the holy name of Krishna became an indication for everyone who wanted something. You see, one time Parvati Devi was asking Lord Shiva, what makes Vrindavan so special? Is it Yamuna? Or is it the Kadamba forest? Is it the cows of Vrindavan? Or is it the Govardhan hill? Or is it Krishna's flute? Or is it the cuckoos who are cooing very sweetly in Vrindavan? Or is it Nanda Yashoda? Is it Radharani? What makes Vrindavan so special? So Lord Shiva said, very simple. The holy names which are decorating the lips of the Vrajavasis always, that makes Vrindavan special. Like that he said. Even a rickshawala will never say, hut, he will never say, what is it? That makes Vrindavan special. Because of that, the Vrindavan Vasis, Punya, the Sukruti, Bhakti Sukruti is going on increasing more and more. They always, Krishna Nama Harila, Sanketa Savakame. Whenever you want to do any work, always Sanketa to do with Krishna Nama. Premaveshe Prabhu kahe Krishna Krishna Naam.
Premaveshe Prabhu kahe Krishna Krishna Naam.
Ekale Premaveshe kare Shata Janera Kam.
Ekale Premaveshe kare Shata Janera Kam.
Now why we should vibrate the holy name in ecstatic love that Mahaprabhu was doing? Because you can do the work of 100 people. And that we can, practical proof you can see Prabhupada's life. No? One man he opened 108 temples. You can see that. And he made 10,000 followers, out of which 5,000 got initiated by him. 5,000 are waiting for him. And one old man, Prabhupada said, I am one old man, I am able to do so much. That's because Ekala Prema Vaishakare, Shatajanera Kam. Your ability to render services increases exponentially to the degree you call out the holy name ecstatically. To the degree you lovingly perform devotion service, your power to do large scale activities will increase more and more. And now building a temple is a tedious thing. How are we going to raise the funds? Prabhupada said, don't worry. Mahapurush Prabhupada said, see, Krishna is called Madhava. Madhava means husband of goddess of fortune. You glorify Krishna and if he is pleased, then goddess of fortune will shower money. Prabhupada said very easily. It will come nothing to worry. So, our ability to, some of us may say that, oh, Prabhu, I'm not getting adequate time. I'm busy with this, I'm busy with that, I'm not able to do any service. But if you develop a strong desire to render service, at the same time, call out the holy name very fervently with devotion, then you will get opportunity to not only render service, but you will do abundant service even though you are very busy also. How it will happen, only Krishna knows. There are people like that, very, very busy people, they do a lot of service. You get the expertise. Shatahaste karena yena kshalana marjana.
Shatahaste karena yena kshalana marjana.
Pratijana pashe ayi karana shikshana.
Pratijana pashe ayi karana shikshana.
And when everybody was, actually Mahaprabhu was cleansing through the hundreds of hands of the devotees, and making, because they're all his part and parcels. And as they were doing, he went to each and every one of them and watched how they are doing. And then he says, Balakarma dekhi tare kare prashamsana. If somebody has done a very good service, Mahaprabhu appreciated him. Mane na milile kare pavitra varsana.
Mane na milile kare pavitra varsana.
When he saw someone doing nicely, the Lord praised him. But if he saw someone who was not working to his satisfaction, he immediately chastised that person, not bearing him any grudge. See, Mahaprabhu's chastisement is like admonishment. It's like pavitra varsana, he says. What is pavitra varsana? Lovingly correcting. Huh? What is the meaning of lovingly correcting? Like a toddler child is escorted by a mother with two fingers. Sometimes the child sleeps, he walks like this and he falls upright. Mother again lifts the child. Come, and child says, no, mama, lift me. She won't lift, she will make him walk because he wants the child to gain strength in the legs, isn't it? So, such a mother would not want to see the child fail. Her interest is to see that the child walks properly, isn't it? Similarly, the Lord also would do pavitra varsana. So lovingly he would correct them. The servants of Lord Chaitanya felt ashamed and they would immediately accept the correction very happily. And they were they never felt any pain in receiving such correction. They felt that Lord is paying attention to me, and it's like chiseling out an unwanted portion of a marble block and bringing out the beautiful murti out of it. And that chiseling appears to be like a harsh activity, but the beautiful murti is coming out. So devotees are convinced that Mahaprabhu is bringing best out of me by giving me the correction. That's the right way of correcting. Our correction should not destroy people or drive out people. Our correction should actually keep people continuing the seva. Yeah, that's where we are trained. Tumi bala kariya cha shikah anyere. Hey mata bhala karma se ho ye na kare. Wonderful, you have done a very good service. Now you don't keep it with yourself, teach it to others also, you would say. When I read this verse, after that I have made a policy for myself in my life. I take the best practices of different temples and keep sending it to other people. Like in Hyderabad, I am actually co-president in Hyderabad. Hyderabad, they did like almost like 48 or 50 Rathayatras they did. Some we did in schools also we did this time. So I took all those news and sent it to Pune and created some tension in Pune. People, my God, what is this? How did these guys do it? Immediately Pune leaders team, 6-member team came to Hyderabad to watch how they are doing. When I sent it in the second or third day, one full week they were doing Rathayatra. So the team from Pune came to see. Similarly, I was telling Pune, Hyderabad girls, boys, Matatis, there are about 6 of them. Teachers, I told them, you have not seen Pune, what they do in Pune, very wonderful. So they came to Pune to watch also. They came, and then we put one course called GPTC, we call it, Girls Teacher Training Course. Almost like 180 Matatis across the country attended. 100 of them got certificates also. So there, Hyderabad, Pune, they jointly, many of them gave lectures and presentations. Why I do this? Because when you send one temple's good activity to another, others also can learn. They don't have to reinvent the wheel. They are in this way of preaching can be expanded very powerfully. Correct? So in this way, Mahaprabhu also said, if you have some best thing with you, don't keep it with you. Share it with others. Imagine you go to Mayapur and you buy a big cake and bring it. Round cake, Mayapur is saying that. What you can do, you can keep it in the locker and daily eat little yourself. Or you can call everybody and distribute it. This is better. What it means we should share. So, Ekatashniya save sankuchita haya Kalamate karma kare sabe manadiya
Kalamate sarma kare sabe manadiya.
Actually, Mahaprabhu said this. Everyone became ashamed. They became very careful. They did their work with great attention. That means, sometimes devotees say in America when they travel, they say, oh, we have to be very sensitive, we cannot give correction. People immediately go away, always pamper them, they say. So I asked my spiritual master once, why should we pamper people or chastise people? Because when the chastisement comes very easily, which one we should do? Maharaj said, either one is all right, he said. Either one is all right. I can do either one. You can do either one, but you should, by your pampering or chastisement, you should uplift the people. If you can do that, like for example, Vidura chastised Dhritarashtra. And then he took him to forest and produced detachment in him. Chintamani chastised Bilamangal, and she brought the best out of him, Bilamangal, isn't it? So, you can either show affection or chastisement, whatever will bring out the best out of the person. You should uplift the person. So Mahaprabhu's correction only uplifted them. So in this way, now I am going to stop here. Most of the important things are over. Purport to this 135 verses very important. I am going to give this PPT to Naveen Krishna Prabhu. You can share it with all devotees. They can leisurely go through these purport points. This is a very big purport. This purport is 135. This is a verse. The purport of this is very, very important. It tells the inner meaning of Gundicha Marjanam. It's about 5-6 slides. So you can go through this. Okay? So, you are coming with a new temple. How is that connected to this? You see, the new temple project also requires a coordinated effort. You agree? Multiple devotees coming together. So this part-time teaches every individual member of the community should be humble and respectful to all, and not expect any prestige or expect any respect from others. Be patient, be tolerant, be cooperative, be enthusiastic, and extend oneself, be willing to do sacrifices, and also cultivate loving relationships with other devotees, and see the sunny side of the devotees. Don't see the weaknesses of the devotees. There will always be some shortcomings in everybody. Krishna says in the 18th chapter of the Gita, when you lit up fire, there is also smoke. But if you keep blowing on the fire, smoke will be gone. So see the sunny side and appreciate the good side of devotees. So all these things we learn in this pastime of Gundicha Marjanam. So this can, in that way, this can be helpful in our attitudes while living in a devotee community. So I am coming here to Columbus with one specific interest. I told this last time a couple of years ago when I came also. The Ohio State University has 16,000 students, isn't it? So we want to see this university reaching for these students. At one time, I heard that more than 100 or 120 students were coming. I heard probably those days, many years ago, right? Before COVID, before COVID, there was an exclusive program for the youths, and there was prasadam cooked for them, and many happily came after the COVID came. Everything went on online mode, and the whole thing collapsed. But then the college club is still happening. Ranchot Prabhu has been running, and Alankar Prabhu has been going also there and conducting. They have 2 programs in a week. One is for the cooking class, another one is there is a conscious OSU. So they are doing some 10-15 students are coming there. But what I am trying to do in other places, for one of the goals that GBC wants in America is, they want every temple to flood with youths, especially American youths. But American youths to flood the temple, there should be some people to receive them, sit with them, talk to them, give them prasad. We need some people for that. So the best people who can do are people like Narahari Prabhu type of people. Like those who are born in America, Indians, and those who are born in America, and even Ranchot Prabhu, you were born here, or you were born here, right? I was born here. So Ranchot Prabhu, Narahari Prabhu, this type of, and also girls also were born here. Their accent is quite American, and the Americans feel very comfortable dealing with them. And they can make Americans into wonderful devotees. And amongst these children of congregation, in my travel in the East Coast and West Coast, I have seen good amount of them are very fond of Kirtan. But Kirtan they sit through even for 3 hours, 4 hours also. They sit. But very few of them come for the lecture or chanting regularly daily japa. But I tell the parents, many parents tell me that, would you please make them increase the rounds and all. The parents are very eager, more than the children. So in our retreats in Baltimore and retreats in Boston and Brooklyn, many of the children have started coming now for our programs. Now a good number of them have come to 16 rounds now. In Baltimore itself we have 5-6 devotee children who are 16 rounds now. And I was doing once in a program for ISV, Sukeshwar Mataji had requested. So after the 1 year, she wrote a mail to me saying that Prabhu, in our community now, 8 of them are going to get initiated now. So many of the students in these grounds, they were very happy. So that is one of our goals, that the children born in America to Indian parents, if they become nice devotees, like Ranjit Prabhu became devotee, initial devotee, Narayana Prabhu became, because these people can preach to the American people. And at the moment, I am also working on Indian youths who are undergrad studying in America and who are also doing PhD in America, because undergrad and PhD will be with us for at least 5 years, 4 or 5 years. They are masters people, they run away. The 2 years, how it goes, like, So, but who will preach to this undergrad and PhD? Only all of you. If any of you is very eager to say that, Prabhu, me and if you say that you and your wife are ready to take up a program, this is not going to be anywhere connected to the club in the college. It will be apart from the club. This will be, we have 10 different ways you can get new candidates. I have many write-ups I have with me. I will suggest Naveen Krishna Prabhu that we make a WhatsApp group of those who are willing to take part in youth outreach. Any Prabhuji, Mataji. Mataji will take care of girls and Prabhuji will take care of boys. And mostly it will be, I have given a very simple name to this ABC. A is Americans, B is born to Indians in America, and C is coming from India for study and job. So currently this is a low-hanging fruit for us, which is C. Correct? I am targeting C now in Boston, Brooklyn, and Dallas, and Baltimore also. We have almost 30 to 46 members now. We already got. We have been doing last 4 or 5 years. We have been doing. Now we have a good number now, and not that all of them are staying close to temple. Some of them are a little far away. We're trying to bring them close to temple. One of our goals is to see that as the temple comes up, many youngsters will be there to, receive the people and, make them nice devotees right now. So this is what we are. If any of you is interested, you can give your names to Naveen Krishna Prabhu. Call it. Give it to you, and then we can make a WhatsApp group. And as far as the materials are concerned, what to do for the weekly classes and how to keep their interest level, how to get them, all those things are a lot of materials with me. Like the PPT I showed you, this is for the devotee PPTs. Like that I have many PPTs for the new people also. Dozens of PPTs I can share with you. In the WhatsApp group I share generally. As soon as the group is made, I will share. And what will be my role? I am only a facilitator. Like you see, Lord Krishna keeps giving advice to Arjuna, and who fights the battle? So we all will play Arjuna's role, I will play Krishna's role. I will keep giving inputs time to time. I will say, Savas, very good, I will be clapping hands and you all will do. And the fruit will go to whom? It will go to your community. Somebody asked, Prabhuji, what is your interest? Are you going to put boys in the pocket and take them to Pune? They were asking. I said, from Pune we have sent so many people to 15 temples we have sent in India. We don't keep people with us. In fact, I would like to send some people from Pune to here also.
I already spoke to him, Prabhu.
So why am I saying every American temple should have adequate manpower. There should be children, there should be boys, there should be girls, there should be young couples, there should be senior citizens. Everybody. We have a BVS, we call it Bhaktivedanta Vanaprastha Sangha. We have 90 Vanaprasthas we have in the age group of 62, 18. And 45 to 60 we have another 60 we have. These are junior, like Balaram and Krishna group we call it. 2 levels of Vanaprasthas we have. So we have separate training program for them. Similarly, their wives are also having separate Mataji training programs also. In America, what we do, one-time program we do for boys, girls together, and we also do discover yourself together. But once the weekly program starts, the girls want mentoring, which men cannot do for them. Therefore, we have to put them under Mataji's. And when we do retreats, both boys and girls are allowed for retreats. But the girls will be taken care personally by Mataji's. Therefore, we want Mataji mentors for girls and Prabhuji mentors for boys. If any of you is already doing Bhakti Vriksha, you are also interested in youth outreach, I am very grateful. And if there are even 4 or 5 to begin with we get, then I have reason to come here again and again. I can come once, twice a year. This kind of visit I can make and have meetings with them. And this time I did one program in OSU. And we have to do the subsequent follow-up and then it. Another Prabhu is having fever today, he couldn't come. But otherwise, Ranchak Prabhu yesterday coordinated that event in the college yesterday. But then there was one very good boy called O. There was one boy, Satvik. There was one boy called Satvik, I think. Satvik was one, and Bilba Shiva was another boy. He was talking to me after the program. There was one girl, probably she's Muslim, I think, I don't know. She was also there. These three met me personally and asked many good questions. In the class also, those who asked questions, they all are also prospective devotees. Anybody is asking questions in the class, anybody is meeting the speaker, anybody is purchasing a book, anybody takes second and third and prasadam again and again, they are going to be devotees. Sure. This is how we identify devotees in any place. In India, we follow these people up, they become devotees. Other mass of people, they got some sukruti and they take it and go. But those who participate, they are going to become devotees. So, is there anybody who is enthusiastic about youth outreach? OSU, it's not very far away. It's opposite your temple right now. Anybody here? Have a raise of hand. And Ranchak Prabhu has to go to DC very soon. He's got a job in DC, Washington DC. He'll be going. We'll miss him also.
I'm Alanka Prabhu's wife, so I help with the teaching.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Mataji. Very good. So, Anand was here today?
Yeah, he's with Monique because they both are not doing so well.
Correct. Last time when I came, I told you 2 years ago, I think there's a small baby. Now the baby is 3 years, 2 years now? Okay.
They only coordinated yesterday's program. I was only in the back. But they were mainly coordinated.
Yeah, you're a student and they are giving regular classes. I heard that his parents, your parents have come here, I think. They're helping the children. I know both of you are super enthusiastic. Always for service. Yeah. Anybody else also? Additionally, apart from, we will not be touching this group, what they are handling. Whatever comes out of the club, they will continue to do it. Mataji, you tell Alanka Prabhu also, whatever is happening, there will be no change in that. That will continue as it is. The new preaching that I am talking about will be through distribution to other students staying outside in various other ways. Because this program is good, it should go on. But we want to have 10 to 15 students come for a weekly program for each mentor. Each mentor will have their own group. Like if you have 5 mentors, there will be 75 students who will be under training. And after that, very easily, every year we can get about 20 students becoming assistant orders. Very easily, yeah. Of course, some of you may have to go home and discuss and come back and say, you can tell Naveen to show up, okay? Thank you very much. So, I am going to around 15 places I am going, beginning with Boston, Brooklyn, Baltimore, Richmond, Cincinnati, then Pittsburgh, and Columbus also, then Dallas, and Austin, Texas, and Houston, and ISV, San Jose, and Seattle. These are the places I am going now at the moment. And Chicago also, Chicago. So, I am also planning to go to St. Louis also. Hima specifically told me to go. So these are places I am going. And among these places, wherever there is a welcome for youth outreach, only there I'll be able to go there because I am coming as a global duty officer for youth outreach in America. I have a specific mandate from GBC. I am coming, wherever I get that opportunity, only I will be able to go. I am not just a regular congregation preacher who visits America to go around and give classes and go back. Because I submit my quarterly report to GBC. Every 3 months, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Since 2019, I have been submitting regularly. So Columbus, I was not very much following up with Krishna Prabhu. Last time I met a few devotees, send me the names of some other prominent people. One was last time, 2-3
Yeah, that was Alanka Prabhu.
Alanka Prabhu I met.
Rakesh Prabhu also was there.
Rakesh Prabhu I met also. Yes. Alanka Prabhu here.
He's there.
Yeah.
Oh, he
That's
came?
now we were talking about it. Alanka Prabhu and his wife, Rakesh Prabhu and his wife. Who else I met last time? There were 2 more preachers. Prem Vilas Prabhu, not Prem.
Prem Sindhu.
Sindhu. Ah, yeah, Prem Sindhu. Last time we met Prem Sindhu.
He takes care of the book distribution.
Okay. This is another thing. In Baltimore, we have 14 people. 7 are book distributors, 7 are preachers. So book distribution is as important as preaching. Because through that, from youths, new youths you will get. From that only you are going to get youths. Because those youths who buy the books are jignasus. They are inquisitive. They will become devotees. And they will come for a weekly class also, yeah. Thanks to the Prabhu I met. Who else? One more was there. I don't remember the name. Then you take a Bhakti Shalari, no? You take home program we are doing. Anybody else is doing home program? You also do one program. So anybody else is doing home program besides James and Prabhu and
I do online probably, not. I was the one who met you and asked for the material. I take all the material from Gita Mata Ram Tirthadas.
Ram?
Tirthadas.
Ram Tirtha Prabhu. I met you also.
Yes.
Ram Tirtha.
And Premilas also does. But he doesn't do physical. But he does 8th college preaching program. And then there is also.
So Anand Maharaj is going to 8th also.
Yeah. And
Maharaj
there's
8th is one of the biggest programs.
he does in Miami University. And then of course.
Right. So Ram Tirtha, in case you get about 10-15 youths who want to come regularly, you can take.
Yeah, actually Alankar Prabhu spoke to me once, a couple of months ago. He asked me if I can do regular programs with youth. So I told him I'm more than interested to do that. So
This Alankar Prabhu's program is very good, but he and his wife are already doing. That program should continue.
yeah.
I was telling about more names we will gather. Like in Baltimore, we collected close to 500 names now. We have. In Cincinnati, one Brahmachari came from Pune, Antari Prabhu, who are eager to learn. Only we need preachers.
Yeah, I'm more than willing to do that program. Yeah, I told Alankar
Your home
Prabhu.
is close to temple?
No, our home is close to New Temple, which is coming up. Very close to New
He
Temple.
was close to Old Temple before. Now recently he bought it.
Because the college is close to Old
Right,
Temple.
that is the one caveat because we live almost.
Can we bring the students to Old Temple and conduct classes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On any of the evenings?
Eventually next year when we move out, so the current temple will become a hub for the students. That's the plan. That's what we have planned.
But are the rooms now also if you want to hold programs, if you don't want to hold on any of the weekdays,
Yeah, we can.
you can provide facility.
But the only thing is that Alankar Prabhu and Sri Radha did it for some time, bringing the students to the temple, because it didn't last for long because the DPs and then ambience, some of the students could not, they can speak more than me. But after some time they took the program back to campus.
Correct.
Yeah.
So in campus, if you can get a venue, that's the best thing. If you can go to campus, you don't mind going to campus, right?
No, I don't mind.
And this should be apart from the club program.
Yeah.
What they are doing club is very good. That is one already producing some results. That let us go on regularly. Regarding other new boys coming through, we will discuss about it. So if you make a WhatsApp, I will be most happy to connect with you.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you all very much. I don't want to delay you too much. I also always propagate about early sleeping. We should sleep early. Early to bed and early to rise. So, Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you all very much. Madan Murari?
Mathura Murari.
Mathura Murari Prabhu and Mataji's name? Madhur Murari.